Ladies and gentlemen, CocoSports.com. This is Boom Boom here. I'm sorry, I'm kind of doing it, just kind of got pulled off and was shocked by the news like you, but apparently tragedy has struck the world of professional wrestling. Two wrestlers have passed away within the past 24 hours in two separate unrelated incidents. First, longtime independent wrestler Gregory Daves, better known as Cincinnati Red, passes away of a massive heart attack at 40 years old. We'll get to that in just a moment, but the one that everybody seems to be talking about, big tragedy out of Tijuana, Mexico, where El Hijo del Perro Aguayo passed away in a match in Tijuana last night. He was pronounced dead at 4 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, March 21st, 2015. From what I've read here, he was in a tag match. He was teaming up with Manic from TNA, taking on Rey Mysterio Jr. and Extreme Tiger. He's the gentleman who wrestles in TNA as Tigre Uno. Right now, there's still stuff coming out, but the cause of death is believed to have been caused by a cervical spine trauma. During the match, both El Hijo del Perro Aguayo was getting set up for the 619 with Manic. He hit the ropes, went limp, and then he never moved. You saw that in the tag team match, apparently Manic and Extreme Tiger decided to stall for time. There was obviously something wrong. Even Rey Mysterio, his opponent, went over there and checked on him. He was still draped over the ropes. Conan, he showed up. He realized something was wrong. The other remaining competitors stalled for more time, and then finally they realized that something was wrong. They quickly ended the match. Paramedics came out. They put him on a stretcher, put what appeared to be some kind of mouthpiece in his mouth, and then took him to a hospital where he later passed away. Obviously, this is just a very tragic incident. AAA posted on Twitter, "The grief overwhelms our hearts. Rest in peace, El Hijo del Perro Aguayo." Samil posted a similar statement. His tag team partner wrote, "Godspeed, Perro. Life goes so fast, man. I can't believe some of us pack our bags and don't make it home." I'm just going to go ahead and address this right now. Dave and I, after speaking, we do acknowledge that there is video of this incident online. There is video officially from, I believe it's actually from the Crash promotion in Tijuana. There's a fan video from the stands of the incident, and we've just decided, out of respect for Perro's family and just as human beings, that we are not going to post the video. You're more than welcome to go on to YouTube or whatever site you may use and find it for yourself, but we just think after seeing it, I realized it could be considered very distasteful, and so we've just decided, out of abundance of respect, that we're just not going to post it. I really don't want to speculate what caused Aguayo's passing. I've seen the match. I saw the spot in question, and just from the naked eye, it didn't look like anything particularly brutal. There's a spot where he went outside the ring via head scissors. He went back into the ring and was turning his back. He took a drop kick. It appeared to hit his shoulder, and then he hit the ropes like anybody I've ever seen get ready to take the 619, and he just went limp. So there's speculation that, and again, this is all speculation. More stuff is going to come out, but just by looking for the video, that it just looks like some whiplash caused the accident, and again, I'm not speculating here, but it didn't look like anybody really knew how serious things were, because you could see them, like Conan and other people, trying to lift him up off the ropes, and he fell down to the next rope, and then eventually hit the ground. Conan was shaking him, trying to, I guess, thinking he was knocked out, and trying to revive him. But again, I'm not going to say anything about the EMTs, about Conan, because I mean that's just going to be for a different day. Let's just show a little respect to the kid. For those of you who may not know who he was legitly the son of El Hijo del Perro. He's the son of the original Perro Aguayo. He'd been wrestling in AAA with his dad. In fact, won tag team titles with his father. Had wrestled for the CMLL promotion. I believe he was the founder of the Perros del Mal faction. He had recently made a return to AAA. Now, granted, again, this was not a AAA promotion. In fact, I believe he had wrestled in the. Actually, yes, I believe he had wrestled in the Rey Mysterio event on Wednesday. Let me try to see. I'm catching up here, but that was on Wednesday. He teamed up with Pentagon Jr. to take on Mystices, basically the original Sin Cara, and Rey Mysterio, and it was just. So he was not a nobody. He was a big act in Mexico. I mean, he started in the ring at 15, grew up in wrestling. People grew up watching him wrestle. So this is definitely a huge tragedy for people in Mexico. If you want to leave your condolences, you can do it here down in the comments section. I'm just completely just blown away by this. It's just something that didn't to the naked eye that looks so brutal can take a young man's life. He was way too young, 35 years old. So, and again, we're not going to post any links or promote the videos that show the aftermath or the events leading up to. We just feel that would be in bad taste. And then, not to be outdone, Gregory Daves, who wrestled by Cincinnati Red, passed away of a heart attack in California on Friday night in Victorville, California. He started his career out in 1995. He'd done several independent, all gone through the independents. I don't think he'd ever really premiered on the national stage. Just looking at his bio here, the National Wrestling Conference, Empire Wrestling Federation. He went back to the Empire Wrestling Federation, then eventually Millennium Pro Wrestling. He eventually became like a booker. He's most noted for training Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe was obviously upset by that. Christopher Daniels even mentioned him in a tweet. So definitely not to be outdone there. Again, 40 years old, way too young. So, both my heart goes out to both of these men's families, and just remember sometimes. I'll just say this: don't leave the house without telling your family how much you love them, because you never know. Sometimes stupid things happen, stuff that's out of your control happens, and you don't come back home. So let them know how much you love them. I just don't. You know what, guys? Let's see. I'm going to just mention real quick here, and I think this is going to be all I'm going to do here, because I just don't think it's really appropriate to take questions and comments with news like this. So I'll just do this one. It's Rico from Facebook. He says, it's just crazy how we forget how dangerous pro wrestling can be, especially with such pros on such a high level. Absolutely. It's just there's no other way to describe it as a freak accident. And, with Cincinnati Red, it's just a heart attack, it's just, things happen. So God bless each and every one of you. Take care of yourselves. Out there in the Internet Infantry, we love you. So thank you very much. And I think that's going to do it for us. So for Dave Kokotis, this is Boom Boom with CocoSports.com. I am over.